Right. So that is running. So now I have to go to the place and check that the stream is running okay. Just gonna tone down the music on this side. As soon as this ad finishes playing. Jeez. Okay, come on, any day now. Okay, so I'm clipping. I'm clipping terribly. Here we go. Okay, that should be good. Ooh, that's clipping too. That's clipping a little bit. I gotta adjust it by the loudest point. Anywho, so it's been a while. Okay, you shut up. You come back on. Okay, so it's been a while. I am going to go back to the Dream Temple project and get back to concept art. I haven't done a lot of concept art for that project. In fact, I haven't done any concept art. To be honest, a lot of the stuff was just level layout sketches. Not exactly what I would say what I need to make a level. And okay, I gotta move this up. Here we go, because my pen keeps hitting the side of the mic. Okay, stuff's falling off. Gotta put this stuff down here. Okay. So, I figured I'd do this stuff in grayscale. Right, so I'm jumping around different projects because mainly inspiration. I deal with like stale development, at which point you just kind of don't have any ideas, and then you start really struggling to make anything worth playing or worth working on. So at that point, I like to just kind of switch to something else and come back when I have more ideas. So that's kind of what I'm doing here. Now, what I want to do is I want to pick a color. Actually, I can just do this, not that. Fill layer. So this bluish tint, and then this will be a multiply. There we go. So now I can just draw with black and white and get stuff into place. Now, let's see, art tag rise. What kind of music am I going to be listening to? I can listen to some of this stuff actually. Some of the Patreon music I've been writing. I did write one of the Patreon orders for the soundtracks commission. It was this like poppy soundtrack for an OJ game or like a mini game, and another one is slightly like bit more serious. It's a game in the same style as like Momodora, so they're looking for like RPG like music. So I've done a couple of runs at trying to get the basic idea of that, like basic idea for a soundtrack for that. If the guy doesn't like it, then I can use the music in Dream Temple. It fits very well with the more ambient themes, so I can just kind of work with that. Anywho, this is some of the music I've been writing. So in here, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to make some of the scenes that I think would look really nice in this game. That's all it is. Okay, so I really don't want to be using whatchamacallit. I don't want to be using like transparency. But nah, I think I don't have a choice. If there was a brush that allowed you to use values, but that might get tricky with like pressure sensitivity. So I gotta like mark the brightest points. Maybe I could use layers. Ah, man. Okay. Just making sure it's still grayscale. I'm definitely gonna need to do something like this. Gotta think. I don't think that's actually. Hold on. So maybe if it's this is like normal, and then the entire thing needs to be multiplied. Okay, here we go. That's what I'm looking for. Just want to make sure that the values of the two layers don't screw with each other. Right. We'll pick something else. Let's listen to some of this stuff. Some Edward Cassidy creations. Can I maybe try to get the general values in place? Huh. Trying to think of something in terms of values. Oh, that's pretty cool. Try to do harmony. I think it turned out fairly well. Pretty cool. So that should be the darkest point right there. are the smooth brushes? I've seen them. The mountain brush. Oh, that's funny. Okay, no, it has to be somewhere in here then. Pixel brush. Hey, here we go. Okay, I'm gonna need to make my own little thing. Let's see, new tag. Okay. Concept art. Okay, here we go. That's what I wanted to do. So all... the hell? Oh. Soft eraser. Righto. See, a lot of my soundtracks are actually located on this computer. Old archive. So, I guess we'll go back to the standard selection. It's as much new stuff as I've written. Okay. So how do I make this work? I gotta contrast this against probably that. Actually starting to look like a mouth. That's not what I'm going for. Just want to darken this place up. This is, after all, the darkest point in this composition. Maybe I can actually... There's got to be like a burn function. Come on, burn. Here we go. So that will kind of darken it up in proportion. Right. Now I can add those highlights. Or, well, not really highlights, these areas of interest. There we go. That sort of stuff. Nice. What if I kind of tone this down a bit? Just have this thing. I think that looks better. You know, amidst all the excitement, I forgot my composition. And the fact that there is none. Not a strong one, at least in this case. Oh well. It is what it is. Okay, anywho. There we go. Whoops. God damn it. Okay, so in between this stuff, I need to put in some floating objects just to show that this is not the ground and that there is actually a giant pit. frankly speaking, started looking like a giant blue floating turd for a moment there. Oof. See, I've got a clash of two different styles here. This is kind of smooth. This is more rough. I mean, it's kind of working, at least. I think. Right. Okay, let me actually go over here and kind of fix this up. I just don't like how smooth that is. Yeah, here comes the Wayholm soundtrack. Okay, I see what I have to do. I mean, that sort of looks nice. Just brighten out that general area. Just a bit. See, I'm going to make up all these fancy shapes and that, but then I have to model them in 3D. So, not to get too carried away right now. I'm going to end up paying for this later. Although, it is kind of looking pretty cool. Certainly better than anything else I've been able to paint until this point. And that's not a lot. Okay, that's good. Let me go over the, let me actually add this to here. Go over there, just get that thing sort of like a crest-ish shadow. Increase the value down there. Interesting. This is pretty much just exploratory stuff for me. Let me check something. Check something real quick. This amount of concentration. I am gonna fall asleep at this rate. Jeez. Yeah. All right, let's keep going. I need more water. Ooh. Oh man, I did a mix job for a buddy of mine who's a rapper. He just comes in with his own beat and I record him and I do the mix and master job. And it's so funny because he did this collaboration with another rapper, his friend, and he just like they came out with this really interesting idea right during the recording, and they were really hyped about it, and I told them specifically, okay, just give it a little bit, just, you know, don't rush it. I know you want me to mix this like on the same day, but I'm like, just give it like 2 days minimum, right? And the guy's like, oh, come on, just get it done. Like, come on, just get it done. And I'm like, no, you gotta give that like wait time before you like come back to the mix. And I explained it to him, or I convinced him to wait for it. And now that I did, and I mixed it after giving a bit of time to wait, he's like really impressed about it and he's so hyped about it, and I'm like, yeah. But anyways, for those of you who don't know, there's a thing with mixing audio. It's you don't really ever mix audio on the same day as you record, mainly because you gotta give some time for your ears to forget, to relax, to forget what it sounds like, so that you come in with a fresh idea. It's kind of important to do a good mix job. So that's basically what I'm talking about here. It's a common practice. You actually see that in a lot of different art forms, like visual arts as well. Can't figure something out, put it aside, let your mind kind of relax, and then come back to it. Oh, that was, whoops, that was a race. That's not what I meant to do. I feel like I need to tone this down just a bit. There's a lot of like contrast there, and now I can just kind of selectively tone it down around the middle. Oof. It's kind of working out. Here, I want to try something. So drop this, and this will be screen. Let's see. Okay, that's white. So overlay. Ah. Okay. So screen, overlay, lighten. No. It's not multiply. Multiply is for darkens. Addition? Nope. I guess it's gotta be screen. Or no, overlay. Yes. Okay, maybe not. Maybe I gotta go normal. And I gotta match the color here. Just want to get that. Try if I can get that glow just around the highlights. Yeah, I could get that. It works. Whoa, Jesus Christ, get back in there. I don't like this contrast, this kind of sucks. That works. Nice. I gotta watch out where I'm actually putting this stuff. Doesn't go everywhere. So this is about an hour and 18 minutes for this one piece, for what it is right now. I mean, 7 hours. Gonna get 7 pieces, roughly. Give or take. But this already tells me what needs to be modeled. That's the most important part. Guess I can kind of set these things aside on a single layer. If you guys are up for it, you can look up on YouTube Dream Temple. This is the game for which this concept art is being drawn for. That's one of the soundtracks from this game. Okay, well these smaller pieces are much easier. Not a whole lot of detail. Plus they're pretty much obscured in the fog. Q-Razzy. My eternal quest to butcher everyone's usernames continues. How's it going? Man, I need to get like a frontal light on me. I look like a murderer. How's it going? Don't even know how to say yours either. Well, alright. Then I can't really blame myself. This looks really cool. Thank you. This is concept art I'm painting for myself for when I'm going to be modeling the scene in 3 dimensions. This is a level design for one of my games. One of the games I'm working on. Thumbnail stood out. That's awesome. Seems like that's the only way to kind of move up in the streaming scene. That's actually not the first time when my whatchamacallit, thumbnail stood out, but it probably has something to do with the fact that I'm not quite sitting in the proper channel, because this is like what IRL streams, game development and programming, which I mean, this is game development, so I'm sure if I was sitting in a painting stream, then I would have probably been lost. Right. So anywho, on to the regular stuff. We have a video game. It's a different project that my friend and I have been working on, and we have just put it up on Steam beta. So we have made the project. It's currently on Steam as early access, so you can't technically buy it. But we also made the project. We've made it as like a beta test, so people can play it for free without having to buy it, and we're kind of keeping it in early in that state until we come out of early access. Really, I figured it's probably much more important to kind of put the game into the light than try to make profits. So nobody really knows the game even exists. So let's see. This is the, whoops. I subbed to you on YouTube, and I'm following this on Facebook now. Ah, thank you. On Facebook? Which Facebook? The Retroactive Gamers Facebook, Cousin Studio Facebook. The link I posted is the link for the studio website. So, the project that we just put up on Steam is called RTAG Rise. You can find it in the, it's on the front page on the web page, and there's a little newsletter thing. If you put in your newsletter, you're gonna get forwarded to a web page where you're given a Steam key, and you can play the game. Oh. Mouse stash on Facebook. Ah, yes, that would be my composers, my composers page. So, video game music that I write usually kind of gets promoted there. What you're listening to right now is also music from various game projects I've worked on in the past. Most of them I've started. Most of them I haven't finished. Oh. Okay, no, that's terrible. So what do you do? How did you end up here, so to speak, in this live stream? That is the middle of buttfuck nowhere. You're looking for programming or something? Are you a programmer? I'm a student from Sydney. Sydney? SYD or AUS. What does that abbreviate? Yeah, what is that an abbreviation of? I do surveying, so construction engineering stuff. Ah, I see. I see. Sydney, Australia. Okay, I was gonna say like Sydney. That sounds like United States, but then like AUS looks like Australia. All right, what time is it over there? It's like 12 a.m. here. I like CAD stuff, and I'd like to get better. Oh man, I like working in Fusion 360 for engineering stuff. I like 3D printer stuff and CNC stuff. Fusion is fantastic. Surveying is very boring for CAD. Ah, I see. Come on. Oh, okay. Not responding. Gotta wait. Cool, we use magnet. It's nice and accurate, but lots of straight lines. Ah, I see. Still not responding. Okay, this is where I get concerned. God damn it. Yeah, okay. I am pretty sure Krita has decided to... Oh, okay, well, there you go. There you go, okay. That happens. Open source, or... Not open source. Have you got saved backups? I do have saves. I don't have saves. But Krita usually does, like, backups, even if you don't have a save. It's been an hour and a half and I still haven't saved this project. Yeah. If I lose this project, that's just... You know. Hey, look at that. Okay. Let's load that up. That's a custom document, that's not what I need. Hey, there we go. Okay. Okay. Ooh. Jesus. Oh god. Oh, that gave me a heart attack. Oh man. Okay. Anywho. So, which project was this in? Dream Temple. No, this is like 2015, isn't it? Yep. Concept art. Chasms. Okay. Okay. We're good. We're good. We're okay. Oh man. I also do a lot of pop music. Published 2 albums now of electronic dance music. Not pop music, electronic dance music. Potato, potato. And the game that I sent you the thing for, I write a lot of like more dancey soundtracks for it. Okay, so this is what I wanted to do. As in produce it. Yes. Here, as long as we're here. I mean, all the music you've heard until now is all my music. But this is all like soundtracks. I play the drums. I like metal music too. And I write metal music. One of the many genres that I'm actually interested in. Yeah, same man. Okay, well, as long as we're talking about metal, I guess I can play some metal. Let's see. Some of my metal, as in, I can't really play anybody else's stuff because then I get copyright strikes and I value my live streams too much. Let's see, metal, hard rock. Yeah, old? Yes. Actually, here. phantomstate.net. Here. This is the website I reserved for the band I'm trying to put together. I actually, this Thursday, I'm gonna go off and meeting up with a vocalist who wanted to join. So, you know, happy beginnings. I'm gonna talk to the guy. He sounds pretty good, and his vocals are actually really, really good. You know, North Lane, the one of my favorites. I don't know North Lane, to be honest. I don't know a lot of bands by, like, I don't know a lot of bands, period. But at the same time, I also don't really, like, if there's a band, I probably would recognize a song more than the band name. But if out of the two favorites that I actually bothered to remember are Rammstein and Lamb of God. Those are like two really good ones, my favorites in that sense. But anyways, so that link, I've posted a bunch of like music that I've written in that genre. So when I'm kind of recruiting people or looking for people, they can just go to this link and listen to the stuff I've written. Yeah, so kind of looking forward to this Thursday, meeting up with the vocalist. That'll be interesting. Anyways, let's see. Well, okay, I mean, I've sent you the link so you can listen to it on your end. If you really want to. I just want to have the ambient soundtracks playing for the time being. It's atmospheric as well as this stuff on your stream. I like it. Yeah, so this was these are like mini soundtracks from many different game projects I've either started myself or I wrote for someone else, but at some point I just, like, too many projects that I worked for never saw the light of day, so I just figured I'd get into game development myself and just, you know, make my own games and write my own music to them. This game actually, like, I've already worked on, put all the projects together. Not together, but like complete them one by one and put them together on my portfolio. Right? Obviously there's like games with too many different ideas to bind them all into one project. That's kind of ridiculous. Plus the scale of it. It would just become like out of hand. I should have added S. Story, movie, game. Ah. I mean here, this project here. Dream Temple. This is the project that this particular thing is for. Let's see, Dream Temple. The concept, boy. Like, I've already built some sort of a playable thing for this. Game Jolt Showcase. There was a multiplayer thing. Demo. Viewer. There you go. One of my live streams a couple of months back. And this was me with, like, figuring out the networking stuff. So it was basically like having someone else, one of the people who were watching the live stream, I've sent them the game. And like there was a little bug over there where one of the items did not get transferred properly, but the whole like idea is basically already in motion. Like most of the mechanics are in place. Now it's just modeling and music. All that's left. And that's what this part is for. This is this will basically tell me what it is that I still need to model. Okay, now that I'm actually looking at it, I feel like I feel like I need to darken this area a bit. Not like entirely, but by the sides. Contrast. Looking good, sir. Should let you draw instead of asking questions so much. To be honest, the questions just keep me awake. I'm afraid of like falling asleep during a live stream. And the conversations actually like makes it easier. Keeps me awake. I need to get some water. Okay. That's fair. Okay, that's actually kind of smooth. That's not what I'm going for. Maybe. What kind of games do you play? If you play any. Overwatch. Ah. So you're more like CSGO, Overwatch, Paladins type of stuff, right? PUBG. Yada yada yada. Multiplayer. Multiplayer games. PUBG when it works. Oh. Yeah, that sucks. Yeah, I'm not really much of a competitive type. I actually like cooperative games way more than competitive. Like when you help each other to finish the game. So this is why like a lot of my games are actually cooperative games, and I'm trying to put in some cooperative aspects into them. For example, in this case, there's not a whole lot of cooperation, but I'm still trying to give the players the ability to join another player's game, like a friend's game, so that they can enjoy the story together. Right, and just for that. Dream Temple is co-op, yes. So as you saw in the video on YouTube, I actually programmed in networking. So I saw another player jumping up and down, although he was jumping up and down on nothing, but you know, that's besides the point. So yeah, that's basically to be honest, like that's pretty much all it is in this case. I just want to give players an ability to enjoy the game with friends. What the hell did I just do? Okay. The jumping around reminds me of cluster trucks. Yeah, I actually started working on my game before I even found out about cluster trucks, but it's like my thing. I mean, I don't know when cluster trucks was kind of entered development, but at some point, you know, if like a game like cluster trucks comes out, becomes really successful, and then you come up with this game, even if you started developing earlier, people are like, hey man, looks like cluster trucks. I know, man, so salty. So salty. Anywho. But it was successful, so yours should be too. You know, it's... If the game that your game looks like was successful, does not always mean that your game is also going to be successful. I mean, look at the... look at Lawbreakers. Remember when Lawbreakers came out? And nobody was playing it? And that was like the next Overwatch? It was the only one game, the concept wasn't beaten to death like other ones are. Yeah, that's correct. That's true. Never heard of it. Yep. And it was like a multi-million-dollar project. Look up Review Tech USA Lawbreakers. This YouTuber does a lot of like coverage on all kind of bullshit that's going on in the industry, so you'd pretty much be able to get the gist of what the hell happened to it. Which is your point, I guess. Yeah, it was like a AAA game, huge budget, and it just completely flopped. Like, I think it only had like a couple of hundred players on launch, and like several months later, it only had like top 20 players playing the game. It just, it destroyed the company. And the developer of that game is actually the guy who made Gears of War, who used to work in Epic Games. That's like, oof. That's not good, man. I know, right? It just hurts. But, you know, it serves the point. You can't follow trends and expect it to work out every time. Not bad. I like this. Okay, now I need to kind of fix this up. Oof, nope. That's not what I wanted to do. That's pretty cool. Just a little bit of like that aerial glow. That's all I want to hear. Not too much, not too much. Alright, to be honest, this is fine. This tells me exactly what I need to model. So, I mean, this is basically all that I need. So when I go into the modeling program, I get the basic gist of what it is that I'm kind of trying to build here. So it's not that I'm only building this particular corner, this particular turn. It's that the entire level will actually be built based on this particular image. So I'd say this was a pretty good experience, and like, to be honest, this was pretty much my first time painting something without like ending up having to rely on outlines. Whoops. Like on outlines to define shapes and stuff. So where am I gonna post this? Because this is a pretty like high-res image, right? I mean, if anything, I could like zoom in and still work on this stuff, but I really don't need to. It's not like it's not like a beauty shot. Where am I gonna put this up? I mean, I am gonna put this up on the Game Creators Forum, because that's a lot of layers. To be honest, not a whole lot of layers. This is like, I mean, this is like the base color, the background, and then the rocks pretty much just have like their own little cluster, and this little thing, and that's pretty much it. That's all that's in here. And I'm just like working with values here. I'm not even working with colors, just values alone. Where am I gonna put this up? I mean, the Game Creators Forum for sure, but only until I get like more than one, or like a good amount, because this stuff is actually gonna go it's gonna be used for like promotional stuff, so that's pretty good. Anyways, that's it for today. I am going to get some rest. It's 12:45. Thanks for the follow, dude. Crazy. In fact, I'm actually gonna play some like Batman Arkham Asylum when I replay that game. Let's see. Yeah, no problem. If you want to stay in touch with the development, usually during live streams I talk about most of this stuff. Anywho, this has been great. I'll do another one tomorrow, probably also evening time. Alright, see you guys in the next one.